All right, here with head coach Jeff Behrman heading into the NCAA quarterfinal week. Coach, how you feeling?
Doing great. Yeah, feeling great.
Well, hey, as you like to say, it's been a great week to be a Blue Streak. Not just a great day, a great week with a win over Mount Union. So let's start before we think forward about the Berry matchup. Let's talk a little bit about what the Mount Union game meant to you and the program.
Yeah, I mean, just a huge win, obviously, for the program. Super proud of our players, our staff, just to overcome so much adversity and have the resolve to stick to it to the end and then some, right? I mean, it was, doubled overtime and guys never panicked, and they kept their belief. And we talked about that going in, like we got to believe and just get to the next play, each and every play. Don't lose. If you lose a rep, don't lose a second rep in a row. And the guys just executed tremendously, and the amount of effort and strain that they gave to win that game was remarkable. But overall, for the university, for our alumni, this community, this campus, even with finals going on now, it's been a buzz. And I just had somebody tell me, like, people that they've never heard ever talk about John Carroll football are talking about John Carroll football right now. So, just super happy. And the fans that were there, I mean, amazing support. We could hear them from the sideline, and it was just great to have them all there to enjoy that moment and that experience together.
And just to dive in just a little bit, in terms of the X's and O's, what went right in terms of, especially on the defensive side, being able to shut them down? What went right in terms of the trenches, in terms of the mental toughness?
Yeah, I mean, you talked about it right there, mental toughness. I mean, that's a big piece to that victory for sure, and it is with every victory. But obviously we gave up the long touchdown on their first offensive play of the game, but. What encouraged me the most was just there was no panic. I looked in their eyes. They knew, hey, okay, let's reset, let's refocus ourselves, and they certainly did that from there. And listen, it was an unbelievable football game, right? No matter how you look at it, just a defensive battle back and forth. I mean, you got two offenses that are averaging 45 points a game going into that game, and to have it be a 10-7 game. I mean, that speaks to the defensive play. I felt like in terms of them defensively, our guys just continue to play extremely well together. They tackled extremely well. They communicated unbelievably to make sure everybody was on the same page. And, again, they made the plays when they needed to make them. I mean, to hold that offense to, I believe, 3 of 13, I think, 3 of 13 on third down and 1 of 3 on fourth down for 25% of a possession down rate is pretty awesome.
And then looking forward to this week, of course, this is award season. How awesome was it to see Nick Septenfelter be our first ever D3 football regional player of the year, and to have Ty Montgomery be only the third wide receiver to make the AFCA All-American team.
Yeah, I mean, remarkable and tremendous honors for both those guys, and well-deserved as well. I mean, they've worked really, really hard, and they don't do it to be recognized like that. It's just part of the process. It's the end result that comes out of all the work and preparation that they put into having the types of seasons that they've had. But both of those guys, to a man, will tell you that even though they're getting acknowledged as an individual, they realize that they would not have that recognition if it weren't for their teammates, and not just their offensive teammates, but their defensive teammates and their special teams. It takes a team, right, to have these types of acknowledgments at the end of a season.
And talk about the team, and the overall coaching staff. The coaching staff did a heck of a job this year. Of course, being the region. Coach of the year, but as you would say, that's a coaching staff.
It's a coaching staff award all the way. I'll get recognized as the coach of the year, but I mean, I know. Listen, I could not do what I do if it wasn't for them, and we would not do what we do if it wasn't for this coaching staff. They have been phenomenal and tremendous. For not only me, but certainly for our players and for this program. They've led us, through a lot of ups and downs, and have stayed loyal to the process. And just have shown up to work every single day for them to get better, and then also to get our players to be better as well. And then certainly you're not a coaching staff of the year if your players aren't putting in the effort and putting in the work and performing and preparing and executing what you need to do to win on Saturday. So again, these awards, they're awesome, right? But they're team awards. They truly are.
And then looking forward now to Berry College in the quarterfinals. What do they bring to the table?
Yeah, I mean, tremendous program. They do a phenomenal job coaching their guys up. They have tremendous schemes, and they have really, really good football players. I think it's a program that's only been in existence, I believe, since 2012. I could be wrong about that, but it's been that same head coach the entire time, and he's done a tremendous job building that program to where they are. They've been a playoff team multiple years. But this team for them, I mean, having not played them before, when you turn on the film, they got a very balanced offense. They have an identity. They want to run the football. They're going to get under center. They're going to challenge you vertically down the field. So you're going to have to play with great eyes and great fundamentals defensively. And then, when you look at their defense, I mean, they play tremendous team defense. They're holding teams to, I think, only 13 points a game, which is top 10 in the country. And then also under 300 yards total offense. They play really hard. They give tremendous effort. They fly to the ball. They're probably one of the best tackling teams, if not the best tackling team we've seen on film yet this year. And then special teams wise, they'll scheme you up. They're working at it. They're definitely gonna do some things that we have to be ready for.
And then just in terms of the travel, we've never been to the state of Georgia before. We haven't been to the state, South too much. What does the travel piece mean for the team here? Yeah,
I mean, certainly, our people here on campus, Casey Conti's done a phenomenal job of helping us with that. Brian Polian's been on that side of it as well, and Rex Rover here on our staff. We got a charter down there. We'll practice at 8:30 Friday morning, and we'll depart for Hopkins Airport at 11:15. We'll get to the tarmac at 12 o'clock and depart at 1 o'clock. So I think you put it out there on Instagram yesterday. Georgia's on our mind. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Just another opportunity for this team to be together. And the goal is to win on Saturday and earn another week together as a football family.
Awesome, Coach. Anything else that's important to add?
Nah, just tune in, watch the Blue Streaks, and we want to make you proud. But other than that, onward on and go Blue Streaks.